This is going to be a quick video on how to download the LTD messaging and media apps. This is an unedited version, so don't expect perfect sound quality or no ums or ahs or anything like that. I'm just going to do this one time just to show you guys on how to, number one, get the apps themselves, because Apple has a different process, and then number two, how to actually use them and what to use them for. So first and foremost, if you're on an Android device or you use an Android operating system, the download process is a little easier. All you have to do is go to your app store, search LTD messaging and LTD media. Download them both, and you're going to log in with your LTD credentials. So if you're Android users, you can probably skip ahead a little bit to a point in the video where we actually talk about how to use these and what to use them for. For iPhone users, I'm going to delete these apps off of my phone so that you can see how I actually do this. So it's pretty simple. We're just going to open up a browser and get a new one up here. And we're going to go to www.ltdteamapps.com. It's going to redirect us. What you're going to do now is log in with your LTD DID number and your password. Then you're going to select your application. In this case, we want messaging and media. We're going to do messaging first. Log in. Done. Download and install. And it's downloading right there. That's done. Now we're just going to hit back to retype our password. Drop down media, hit login. Same exact thing. Okay guys, so when you go to open the app, you're going to get this little notification here. Apple recently redefined their security features, and a lot of the apps in the App Store had to do updates and stuff, and some of them just got screwed. So what we have to do is go trust the developer to make sure we can get in. So pretty easy. You're just going to go to your settings. You're going to go to General, Device Management, and then Leadership Team Development, and then Trust. And now they're verified. Now you can go ahead. So once you open them, you can go ahead and allow your notifications, and then log in again with your credentials. So log into both of them real quick, and then explain what we use them for. So first and foremost, let's go through LTD messaging. Looks like I have a lot of unread messages. I just, actually leave them bold for myself for certain occasions. So I've only got probably 6 unread messages, I bet. Yeah. But it says I have 200. So this is a great tool for a multitude of reasons. Number one, it's an amazing communication device. It's basically Outlook on steroids for Amway, and we can do things like create groups, send mass messages. Here's what I always wanted to do. I wanted to train myself and my business to be scalable or be ready for a big team. Here's what I mean. I expected from the very beginning to have 25, 50, 60, 100, 200, 1,000 people. So if I expected that from the beginning, I wanted to make sure my team was ready for 1,000 people. So I didn't want to communicate with everybody on my team via text or phone call, because if I did that, that means that when my team got to 1,000, I would have to freaking text or call 1,000 people. So I got them used to the messaging app. I'll give you an example. Let's say I want to send a message to a group, and I don't want to, let's say I want to send it to this outside Tom group. So there's a guy on my team. He's got, I don't know, 10 people on his team or so. And I don't want to send all my messages to Tom's team because Tom takes care of his team. So I have a group that's dedicated to a certain team outside of Tom. So I click on that. If I want to send messages to a group here of 64 people, I'll click on that. And that's going to be way easier now to send a message to 64 people. And in the future, when I've got thousands of people on my team and I don't want to call every single one of them. So I want to get people used to this right off the bat. The other really useful thing for this messaging platform is not just communication, but it is teachings or motivational belief-building messages that come down that can help me sponsor people. Now, what do I mean by that? How can a message help me sponsor anybody? Well, let me give you an example. We get tons of really good messages all the time from people that have built a big business, and I utilize everything at my disposal to sponsor people. So I actually have a folder saved of powerful messages that I use to get people off to a good start. So let's say I've got a new person, and my new person is like, well, does this work to make quick money with or make good money with, and quickly? Say sure. In fact, there's this girl here, she made $700 her first month, and I show them this message. And it's a girl, and she talks about how she made $700 her first month in the business. There's even a screenshot of her Amway account where she made $779.13 her first month. And that raises people's belief. It gets them to take higher action. It gets them to believe that what they do is going to be worth it. Let's say I'm talking to a guy, maybe a prospect, and he's like, oh man, one of my dreams is to own a Lamborghini. Like, dude, actually one of my business partners just purchased a Lamborghini. Got a message. I got it from him. I saved it because I was like, dude, if I can say that one of my business partners just bought a Lamborghini from the success in our business, I'm going to utilize that. And sure enough, Jody Victor bought a orange Aventador from Bentley Gold Coast, which is here in Chicago. It's pretty cool. Got another buddy. He's out literally test driving Lambos for potential purchase. And check this thing out. It's a black Aventador. So very, very useful application. If you're in your trial period, I would highly suggest eating this thing up because it's free right now. And I personally am on the biggest bundle LTD offers. I've been on the biggest one before I even made money in Amway because I just wanted to get the most out of every tool that was available. So while it's free, just eat it up, get used to it, use it as much as you can, see if it's something that you're going to use in the future. If it is, you'll know that you really made good use of it while it was free of cost. So let's go to LTD Media now. This is your audios, videos, things like that. This is probably the majority of your training. Outside of association and attending training events, your number one source of training will probably come from this app. Product training will come from Amway, but most of your business building training, the stuff that really matters, is going to come from this application. So let's start with videos here. This is one of my favorite sections. There is tons of good stuff. I'd recommend starting here at 100%, the Live Young and Free channel. Anything with this logo. These are done by our upline Emerald, Mark, and Meredith Nathan. They are absolutely incredible, and a lot of it is all around being young and free. If there's a blue icon next to the video, like this, blue icon means you own the video, you can watch it. Now, I mentioned a moment ago, I'm on the top LTD subscription service. Does it cost me more money? Sure. I don't really think of it as costing me money. I think of it as investing. Am I encouraging you to do that? No. I'm encouraging you to make a decision based on what you want to do with your business. I just wanted to have the most ammo in my belt possible to build a big business. So everything on my app is blue, meaning I own it, I have it. And then, of course, some of yours will be blue initially, some of yours will be white with options to purchase, extra stuff if you want. Up to you, of course. You do not need to feel pressured to ever buy any training material, but I just like to have the best arsenal, so to speak. So let's go over to audios. You're going to spend a lot of time here. All audios is all audios. My audio is anything that you own, and saved audio is obviously saved. So we'll click on My Audios. Anything blue, same thing, I own it. Anything orange is saved currently to my phone. So I just got a new phone, so there's not going to be much saved here. Yeah, basically nothing. It's about 800 audios on here. When you first start, we're going to load you with the Launch Your Business 1, 2, 3, and 4. And another audio called LTD Mobile, $3 a day. Those 5 audios are going to be the foundation to a solid business. I would recommend downloading them and listening to them as soon as possible. Once you download something, it's going to end up in your saved category. Like I said, oh, you know what? For this video, I deleted my apps, as you saw, so nothing is saved. But if you go to My Audio, this is everything that I own, every audio. So as you can see, there's quite a bit. And you just pick from your audio. So when you first download, you're going to have 4 or 5 audios on there. I would just click on them, hit download, and wait for it to finish. If you want to watch it, you can hit more, downloading queue, and let it go. Once it is finished downloading, it's going to disappear and it will show up here, back in your audios. Now it's orange, hit play, you're good to go. If you receive any gifts from your upline, they're going to be under gifts, and you can go get them here under received gifts. If you want to give gifts to your team, you can purchase your gifts here, and then you can send them here. So pretty simple. This app is also used for entry into conferences. If you hit more and then membership card, your barcode will appear to be scanned for entrance into large events. Okay guys, that is all. Very excited that you've chosen to start your own business with Amway and with our team. Very excited to see what you bring to the table and see what you can make happen. So use these apps to your advantage. I think they'll be very, very useful. Hope you guys have a good night.